Lukinski, let's go! It's another video from paradise here in Venice Beach. Sorry for my closed eyes because the sun is just shining so bright. So I tried to do my best to keep my eyes a little bit open for you. Today we're gonna talk about real estate investment, the basics, the super basics. The 4 super basics. If you know the 4 basics of real estate investment, you already have a good overview what is coming up and what is your work in real estate investment. So let's talk about the 4 points. Point number 1 is real estate acquisition. What does it mean? So you need to buy properties for a cheap price. If you go onto the internet platforms or apps, you will only find the properties which are maybe too high priced. So the best thing is, how can you get an automatic acquisition strategy? And this always means the same. First of all, you have your surrounding, your suburb, your family, your neighbors, your people. They should need to know that you are doing real estate. Because if the people don't know that you are doing it, they won't tell you. And this is what it's all about. You want to get tips. If somebody in your neighborhood wants to sell real estate, if somebody in your neighborhood is getting divorced, if somebody is very, very old, if somebody moves away, you will only get this information if people know that you do real estate investment. So first of all, tell the people in your neighborhood about what you are doing and what you're going to do. So tell them, I do real estate. If you know someone, tell to me. You could also say, hey, if you have a good tip for me, I give you like $1,000 or $2,000. So this could always, so you have many opportunities like the family, friends, neighbors, your business partners. And these people know, okay, if somebody tell me, hey, I like to sell something, I know someone. And you know who they know, it's you. So it's the first thing, have a good acquisition. Sure, acquisition is much, much more. We could also talk about acquisition on the phone. We could also talk about acquisition via email. So first of all, you need to make the people know that you are buying. And you could do it on several ways, like your family, the neighbors, or you could go on the phone and call people. I also have friends who are looking, okay, who owns this property here? And then they find out who it is. They go there or they call them and say, hey, do you want to sell? So you have to be active, okay? So point number 1 in real estate investment is you need to find cheap properties. Cheap means not in market, not high price. Like it's a private thing. Hey, you do it, you buy it, you have the money. So it's also very important that you have the money, you have the reliability, you have the money, you have the reliability, that people know, okay, he's trustful. I can trust this guy or this girl. So this is very, very important. First of all, acquisition. Because if that doesn't work, you won't have good properties which bring you the money you like. Second thing, yield. It's always about how much did I spend for a property? Oh, there's the helicopter watching over us. Okay, second thing you need to know in real estate investment is always the yield, okay? The yield is like the costs you have for purchasing a property and the money you earn with renting it. Okay, this is the basic. So just do a small calculation on the yield. First of all, you have to pay money back every year. This is around 2% because usually you do the loan on a range of 35 years. So it's 2% for paying back the money every year. You also have 2% for repairing and other stuffs, so you need a 4% yield. And then there are the interest rates. In usual times, it's about 2%. Right now, depends on the country, let's say 5%. So you need 9% on yield to pay all the costs. So if you come over this, you make extra money every month. And this is the passive income, what is everybody's looking for. So if you do real estate investment, you always look for the yield. Please take a look at the calculation. I will also do some other videos where I explain this much deeper. So you're looking for a good yield because if you have this, your people who are renting your property are paying back the money. It's not you. The renting people are paying back the money. So they pay your investment. It's not you. You take a loan by the bank, they pay the rent, so they pay your investment. And that's the wonderful thing about real estate investment. So if you have a good yield, they pay your investment and you also get profit every month. This is passive income where you don't need to work anymore. Wonderful, if you ask me, the beauty about real estate investment. So first of all, you have to care about your acquisition. If you don't find cheap properties or houses, the rest, it's always difficult because you don't earn that much money. Second thing is always the yield. Compare different real estates, and then you will find out which brings you the most money and the most profit. Third point is financing real estate. Let's do it fast as the yield. In usual times, you need about 10 to 20% of down payment. So what you pay, okay, 10 to 20%. So if you want to buy a property for $1 million, you need $100,000 to $200,000. So, and here we are back in the beauty of real estate. You don't pay $1 million, you only make the down payment. And your people who are renting the flat are paying your investment. So you go to the bank and say, okay, I want to buy real estate. So they say 10 to 20% down payment. This is the money what you need to bring. There are also other options I explain later, but this is the typical type of a loan, of a credit for the property. So financing is very important. You need 10 to 20% money for the property if it's the first or second. And later, if you have around 5 or 10 real estates, you don't need money anymore. Just a tip. The bank will call you and say, hey, can we do another deal? So this is quite cool. So for the first steps, you need around 10 to 20% down payment. And the more properties you have, the more banks want to work with you. So it's not you knocking on the door again. And that's pretty cool. Tomorrow I release another video about papers you will have to fill out before you get something like this. But this is very important to know. You need 10 to 20% down payment for real estate. So first of all, acquisition. Second is the yield. Third is the financing. And the last point is the renting. Okay? You need to rent a property because I already told you if you rent a property and you don't use it by yourself, the people will pay for your investment. So it's very important to have a good property. I will also tell you in this channel more about locations, A, B, C locations, where to buy, where's the advantages, where's the disadvantages of the locations. So let's combine all together. First of all, you need to find cheap properties and a good acquisition. Second is you will need to have a good yield that you make more money than you spend. The third, you need 10 to 20% down payment in the financing. And the fourth, you need to rent. So this is the knowledge what we like to create here on Lukinski. If you like this video, please give me a follow. It would help so much. And it also helps me if you follow this channel and don't miss any news. Goodbye, Lukinski.